During winter on most of the boreal hemisphere, the rain becomes snow. It forms when tiny ice crystals in clouds stick together to become snowflakes. If enough crystals stick together, they'll become heavy enough to fall to the ground. Snowflakes that descend through moist air that are slightly warmer than 0 degrees Celsius will melt around the edges and stick together to produce big flakes. I've always been fascinated to snowflakes because of their crystallic shape and geometrical features. Geometrical features like its symmetry, which in a snowflake's case... Now let's just say easily that the part on the left side is the same to the right side and that it is an hexagon with 6 points. I built for you today an actual snowflake. I wanted this build to be useful to anybody's world. I was just thinking that maybe you can build it and just place a platform of glass onto it so you don't have to step on its regular form, but you can still appreciate the build as you want. Just in a second I'll be going through all the phases that brought me to this very cool build, but before I wanted to just say that I used a lot of WordEdit and its commands to make all of this. Surely it was all handmade, but they came in real help. To start off, this took me a very long time. I've done some tests on my Word and actually I'll show it from here how this build came to its total shape, because later I exported it on my Word but I didn't actually change anything, it was just to have it there, that's it. As you can see, as always, I've done the same pole all out of gold blocks, therefore we will be coloring a form that we like, so that I don't lose time thinking about two things at a time. Now, I didn't make any different types of snowflakes, I just made one simple and that's it. I actually made it vertical and horizontal. If you wish to build a custom snowflake, you can easily change the minor parts like the edges, or if you want, just follow the ordinary hexagonal symmetry and you will be good to go. Once I was done with the shape, I was ready to place it down, and with an easy //rotate 0090. Quick pro tip, the rotation command works for each direction. We usually use it for rotating stuff on the y-axis, which is the first number. When you therefore submit it, basically since you didn't insert any other value, it will just activate it for that axis. So if you wish to rotate the selection on the other axis, just insert a value for the x-axis here and for the z-axis there. This is what the rotation of 90 degrees looks like on the x-axis. And this is what it looks like on the z-axis. Did I say axis enough times? Well, now, I hope you liked my quick word edit lesson. I hope one day you'll want to do some builds without having the pressure of literally changing every block by hand or having to copy paste the stuff where you want. Kinda annoying. We have to choose the blocks we will be using to color this build. This is the grid from where I'll be picking up them. We'll be using mostly light blue blocks. In this case we're gonna have concrete, wool, and also ice blocks such as blue ice block and packed ice. I never have built with blue ice blocks, neither I know where they're from, but I believe it's kinda like the packed ice that you have to gather them using silk touch tools. The coloring process is really easy. Most of the ice blocks are placed on the middle layer, and obviously there are some also on the other layers, where on the other hand, we have a good split of light blue concrete and wool on all three layers. To not make this very complicated for you all, this is easily a view of all the layers of this vertical snowflake. The gold are just the blocks that you won't be able to see once the build is done, so you can use cobblestone or dirt or whatever for that. The structure itself is very wide, but if you wish you can just copy the pattern and place it vertically instead of horizontally. As you can see right now, with the help of Schematica, I'm creating it on a Y level. I will not apply any changes whatsoever, maybe just some fixes at where the beacon is placed, because it's known in Minecraft you cannot have an horizontal beacon, so it's useless to leave it there. What we can do to implement the beacon structure on this format as well is very easy. I straight up thought of putting one just at the base of the snowflake, but to optimize this as much as possible, we can just place a beacon underground, replace all the blocks in the very middle of this build with glass blocks, Italy light blue glass blocks, and just light the beacon up, so there you got your perks. Also, an important change is the one to switch the iron blocks inside of it with just normal sea lanterns. One cool thing that we can try is changing its colors, and I will be trying that with common blocks very quickly. And I'll be trying it with commands very quickly. We just have to change the concrete color, the wool. For the two ices we can change one of them with another one colored block, and for the other one with terracotta, and for the glass it's the same. For example, this is a all red snowflake, this is all green, this is all yellow, and this is all black. I kinda liked the yellow one actually, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Perhaps you can make a bunch of them in miniature style, but with all different colors coming down the sky, all in different Y levels, so that it could give the effect of actual snowing and it could be cool to watch. Anyways, that was episode 25 of this build series. If you have any ideas you wanna see, just leave a comment down below, smash like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.